Hell yeah. You ready? Alright then. Frick. Yeah, I'll plug this in. Where is the charger? Alright. Hello there, everyone. I'm Remix the Idiot. And over there's my player, Mommy the Idiot. Welcome back to Identitatem Discrimin Lies Within. Last we left off, we finally began a new arc. Everyone's on the run now, both from the government and also from the criminal organization known as Contra Vida, with the president being aggressive on his hunt for both the Angel Seekers and the Contra Vida gang. He has declared a martial law amongst the entire country, locking the entire country down and enlisting an army of powerful id wielders through the power of the disc, which he has. Did I ever mention that? Oops, I forgot. But yeah, the president Dracula has one of the discs that we're looking for.
Saan niya nakuha yun?
He says it's God's will or something. And that's what he's using to get his army of id wielders on the police and stuff. And the party are now struggling to just even get by alive. But keeping their hopes up, the party decides to try doing things so that they may get a plan and stop the nefarious Contra Vida and show the world that Dracula is a big fat son of ass. So to accomplish this, the party has decided to split into 4 groups and each to do their own thing. Hey, look at me, I can do this now. Can you do this, Mommy?
No. How? Paano nagagawa?
Magic. I can do it with my other hand too.
La.
You need to raise your thumb as well. Hold on, how's the audio actually? Okay, thank fuck, there's audio. Alright, so there's 4 groups. We have the guard group in charge of keeping guard of the base while everyone else is away, which consists of Tokyo, Amy, and Sofidel. And then we got the thieving gang, which consists of Billy and Panacea, who are out to gather some equipment and whatever else they can gather by raiding some malls or something. And then we got Sung and Dedma, the food supply gang. They're going to a remote location of the Philippines, somewhere afar, where there's lots of wilderness, so they can try hunting for meat and game and fruits. And vegetables. And then lastly, we got Mirai and Aya, the scouting group in charge of scouting the entire area in search of any sort of opportunity they can get to maybe do something. So, here's how we're gonna do this. Everyone's got their own fair share challenge they're going to have to deal with during this entire arc that's gonna be very long. So, we're going to select which group we want to focus on. And by we, I mean you're going to select which one we're going to focus on first. And anytime that you like, we can switch out and see how another group's doing in the meantime if you want. In case things are getting a little too difficult and you're stuck maybe, and maybe you want to take a break from that group. So, with that being said, which group do we want to focus on?
Gusto ko tama na itong ano mo line up. So we'll start in scouting the place with Mirai and Aya.
A very good choice. The bustling city of Manila. Many call it the capital of the Philippines. Located ashore.
At the center of the...
Yes, at near the center of Luzon. It is the very important place of the Philippines, and is filled to the brim with many historical sites, and is the place where many historical events happened, such as the mass killing or something that happened.
The EDSA Revolution.
Yes, the EDSA Revolution, and is also home to many monuments to, you know, respect the many heroes of the past that worked hard to make Philippines as it is, such as the Rizal Park, and yes, whatever the frick you just said. And apart from those historical places, there's also many beautiful locations and vistas in Manila you can find, such as the beach. What do you call that?
Baywalk.
Yes, the Baywalk, which is just right near Rizal Park, right?
Just on the other side.
Yes, it's a big and wonderful place filled to the brim with many people driving, walking on their way to work, on their house. It's also a place with a very big class divide. Over in the city, you got rich people, and over down in like places like Tondo, you got poor people.
Squatters area.
And squatters, and of course, there's lots and lots of criminals. Thanks to the revolution being caused by the president, however, the elite army of id wielders are making criminals a lot more scared. But in fact, it's scaring more than just criminals, honestly, as a few policemen are more than willing to abuse this new power granted to them by the president to abuse some people with their inabilities. And needless to say, no one's liking that. Amidst all this crowd though, and din and bustlingness, no one can even realize that there are people in plain sight, wanted criminals in plain sight, walking amongst them. I say walking, but it's more accurate to say they're flying. Yeah. Please, officer, I swear, I thought it was a green light just a moment ago. I'm not illegal doing things. Yeah, that's what they all say. Now then, you filthy black woman, how about you come with me and explain that back in the police box thing. No, this can't be. I don't have any money. And then as that's happening, suddenly a strong wind.
The police are the corrupt ones.
Yes, a strong wind passes by. And then suddenly the police finds himself on top of the traffic light for the crossing of people with his brief and stuff. You know, he's been, what do you call it? Whatever the fuck you do. A wedgie, there you go. How do you even do that? You fucking rip someone's brief up and then cover it like that. Yeah. My brief isn't quite stretchy enough to even allow such a thing. I have no idea how school bullies in America do that. But yeah, he's on top of the traffic pole now. And, huh? Hey, how did I get here? Hey, come back here, you nibba! And while he's stuck on top of that, the woman runs away, given the opportunity. The reason all that happened was Mirai and Aya. If we rewind a little bit and slow motion, you can see Aya and Mirai running at blazing fast speeds using
Ano
their
ang powers nila?
abilities.
Si Mirai, yung ano, di ba?
Shooting star.
Oo.
And Aya is known as Wind God Girl.
Ayun.
We've never actually ever seen it in action before since she doesn't like showcasing it a lot.
Okay.
And Mirai seeing
Siya yung reporter ba?
Yes, Aya.
So, she knows that bagay talaga siya in scouting kasi parati siyang on-site, on field pala.
Yeah,
Kaya kabisado niya ang ano.
yeah. Mirai just
Yung kaliit-liitang eskinita.
yeah. Mirai just casually uses her wind power to blow the police officer into the pole, and then Aya takes out her camera and takes a picture of it. All in like less than a fraction of a nanosecond. Because they're super fast. And now they continue running. Well, that was a thing you did, Mirai, Aya said. Was there a reason you did that? And for that matter, where are you taking us exactly? It's cool and all that we're using our ability and no one's noticed us yet. But I can tell by how you're running around that we're trying to get somewhere, and we're trying to go somewhere very specific and see. What exactly do you have in mind? I've been in this part of the town before, and I can't guess as to where exactly you're trying to lead us. There's plenty of malls, polices and stuff, and buildings for work, and all sorts of other things around here. If you think there's some sort of secret hideout in here or something from the Contrabida, I've been here a couple of times before and to get some scoops, and sadly I've never come across any, and I doubt there's a new one just popping up now, especially with martial law and everything. The Contrabida may be powerful, but they're not dumb. Oh, I have a plan in mind. Oh, and whatever happened to you saying you didn't? Well, that was before, and this is now. I can't, for safety reasons, I am not allowed. I can't tell exactly what my plan is or where I'm trying to lead you. But I hope you can trust me even after the revelation that happened a few weeks back. Ah, don't worry. Being a journalist, I gotta trust a few shady people in my life. And honestly, I've seen shadier people. I've followed shadier people than you, Mirai. Wherever you're leading me, I'm sure it's for the good of the entire team at the very least. Thank you. That they continue running, and after just a bit more running and getting into a park and passing by a mall. At least I believe that's what you pass through on the road. It's been a while since I've been in this part of Manila at all.
Yeah, yung City Hall, yung big clock, and then the
Because
City Manila.
where Mirai and Aya are heading is an airport.
Why?
We're aware of that airport, right? Aya finally recognizes the route they're taking. Huh? Why are we headed to an airport? You know, most airports are like closed down, and only government officials and other super special people who are willing to pay lots of money for all sorts of paperwork can actually take flights nowadays, right? Yes, while that may be the case, why are planes still coming in and out as often as they are, even amidst all this quarantine that's happening.
So, ang plano ni Aya, kapag na-raid yung kanilang secret hideout, they're going to the airport, kaya doon siya nagpunta.
An escape route? No,
Yeah.
no. We're not using planes to escape. That's pretty much basically impossible. What I have in mind.
On hold of the president.
Yep.
Because
The
of
president has
lockdown.
all ports and airports on lockdown, as I already mentioned. Unless you have all those fancy documents that cost millions upon millions of pesos to buy, no way anyone's getting in or out, whether be it by ship or by plane. But despite this, plenty of people have been using the airports anyway to do it. Watch. They look up in the sky and see that a plane's heading up to the sky. Aya, using her enhanced hearing, uses her hearing to hear what's inside the plane. Huh, those are a bunch of refugees. I guess they're trying to run away from the Philippines, aren't they, until everything settles down. Some of them are probably going to meet up with their husbands and whatever that are OFW. But by the looks of things, they don't seem to have enough money to really do stuff like that. How are they taking flight? The answer is simple. With today's modern technology, it's oh so easy to forge documents nowadays. That's exactly what some people are trying to capitalize. You mean the Contrabida gang? Yes. With martial law, with this kind of laws and everything, it would definitely put a hamper on the plans of the Contrabida gang to not be able to leave or enter the country to export and import their illegal stuff. So they've found some loopholes and forged some documents, and now they're using this as another business opportunity. Basically, we're gonna try hijacking one of these operations.
Wow.
And if we look hard enough, I'm sure we'll come across a member of the Contrabida gang. And we'll be able to get some info out of them.
So, mga hijack pala sila ng airplane?
Yep. Wow, you
I
thought this true, Aya said. Well,
So it's Mirai's all idea.
yes. Aya
Pero
was
sino
simply
ba ang
following
nag-lead
Mirai.
ng lugar? Si Aya?
Mirai, like I
Si
said.
Mirai also.
She's been the one in charge until... And may I ask why we're trying to hijack this plane? Aya asks. Again, due to safety concerns, I cannot tell you that just yet. Just
Mirai naman
once again,
masyadong
try trusting me.
Yeah. Masyadong ang tawag doon, malihim.
Yeah, well, considering she just explained us her situation with the curse of anti-disestablishmentarianism and all, you can understand, right? Anyway, with that out of the way, let's get some rolling done, I guess. Mirai and Aya are gonna be scouring the entire airport and the nearby vicinity. At least the entire kilometer around, looking for whatever they can try looking for. Some sort of evidence of foul play or Contrabida activity, id abilities and stuff. And yeah, so let's make some rolls, specifically perception rolls.
Ako si Aya, ikaw na si Mirai.
Sure.
Perception for Aya.
Mirai, your perception is 4. Where's my dice?
Ayaw na akong gumana ni ano.
The mouse? What's happening? I checked and stuff. Shit should be fine. Let me see.
Ano yung enter kung dito? mag-enter dyan.
Click.
Lang ng malakas.
Click. You don't know how to use the trackpad?
No. Paano? Ayun, pindutin lang pala ng malakas.
Yeah. Don't click too hard. Well, alternatively, you can just tap like that lightly. Some people prefer it that way, but I prefer just clicking.
6. Could be 8.
Yes. No bonuses or penalties.
Uy, 8. Uy, parehong 8. Nag-explode.
Damn.
4 lang to.
Well, that's fine, since the fucking explosions are explosions.
20 na agad. Nag-explode pareho. So, ano ko na to? Dalawang 8. 20 plus... Kala ko 8 ulit eh. 3 and 1. 24.
A 24 total?
Yeah.
Damn. Mirai didn't do so well. She rolled a 6 plus a 7, that's a 13. Nice. Alright, that should be more than enough. Alright, the Mirai and Aya split up to do their thing. Mirai decided to scour the area away from the airport, while Aya decided to freaking look around the airport itself. She first starts by examining the interior. If I were a criminal organization, because studying and stuff is my special. Scouting for stuff like this is my specialty. It's all about thinking like your enemy. So, if I were a criminal organization trying to forge documents and selling it to people, where and how would I sell it? It should be simple. One would try to disguise themselves as a normal and totally honest business, but in reality, they'll be secret. It's kind of like how those nightclubs try to disguise themselves as normal nightclubs, but with a few secret handshakes or whatever, they'll take you to a secret area where there's prostitutes. Stuff like that. So, I'm gonna be scouring through every single... My plan is going to be, I'm going to scour every single business area inside this airport. Restaurants, souvenir shops, the whole shebang. I'll come across something eventually, I bet. And with my ability, I'll be able to hear everything like I'm Superman. So with that, I scours the entire airport from top to bottom and notice and see some stuff. There's like a candy store, and she sees a guy handing down some candy to some children. Nothing too suspicious. She moves on. She finds like a strange blonde Italian man with a weird haircut showing off a fancy ear trick to some Japanese foreigner guy, which is just totally normal, albeit a bit bizarre. Aya found it super cool though. I want to be able to do that with my ear as well. That's pretty cool. With that, she continues on, and finally he comes across a bunch of police officers. 2 police officers and a lone guy wearing some shades and a black suit. The 3 of them seem to be having a conversation. Aya tries to hear and see this entire conversation from afar. So, I say you've got the stuff, right? Boss and I, my boss is having a bit of an issue right now. He'll be here right now. He's trying to, I'm just here to tell you guys to wait a little bit as some sort of messenger. So you two just try and stay put and don't do anything suspicious. Hey, that wasn't our deal, one of the police officers say to the guy who was talking previously, which is just the normal-looking civilian with the shades. Or I guess I should just say he's suspicious, shady.
Yeah, one of the contrabida guys.
That wasn't the deal we made, remember? Remember who we are. We're police officers, and we're not just any police officers. We're part of Unita Special. That means we have abilities. Not sure about you, whether or not you have this so-called ability as well. But remember, we're the ones with the power here. We're the ones on the side of the government. Our deal was nice and simple. As long as you keep giving us money, we'll give you access to use this plane, and we'll turn a blind eye to it. But so far, we're seeing no money from your contrabida goons. So what's up with that? If you missed the deadline for a whole week for payment now. If you mess up for one more day, why our tongues might just slip, and we might tell the president about this entire thing. And when that happens, that won't be very good for you now, wouldn't it? No, wait, I swear, he's gonna be here soon. I swear. I was listening to this, and she's like, oh yeah, it appears that we found what we're looking for. I need to tell Mirai about this quickly. She turns around and begins trying to tell, when suddenly a guy shows up. That's enough, Mr. Officers. The imposing and tall guy with white hair and fancy bling all over him says, I've arrived, a bit fashionably late, but I heard everything on my way here. Oh, good, because we were getting a bit tired. Listen, so you got the stuff, huh? You got the money? The bling guy says, Boss, I'm sorry, but we couldn't get any. Now, settle down, my lowly peon. I got what they need right here. He goes through his cape and reveals a fancy-looking briefcase, and the two police officers go, ooh, now that's what we like to see. Now, how about we go settle this business, he says as he's hiding the briefcase back, somewhere a little more discreet. Yes, let's go to our secret place now, shall we? That the two of them head off towards the candy store that Aya saw a little while ago. Aha, so their secret hideout is in that store. And with that, she flies off. The bling guy turns around. What's the hold up? What are you looking for? Nothing. I'm coming. I'm just enjoying the sights. Alright, so Mirai's outside, just in the parking lot, trying to monitor the cars going in and out and stuff. When suddenly Aya shows up. Yo, Mirai, I got some leads.
I found what we're looking for.
Ah, do tell, Mirai says.
I found one of the contrabida gang, and I believe it 100%. They are here. And they are kakuntsaba with the police officers.
So my hunch was spot on, huh? Well, that's inevitable when it comes to stuff like this, I suppose. Very well. Well, we can't just barge in there, can we? We might want to try doing a plan. What did you see them do last time, Aya? When you saw them?
I found this guy, a very suspicious guy in particular, and they are handling those papers. I don't know what those papers are, but I believe it's a contraband. And the officials and the police officers are allowing it because the contraband gang gave them money. So how can we, paano natin tatapatan yung contraband gang? We don't have any resources of money or anything. We have to, kailangan din natin humanap ng kakampi na police officer na magko-cover up sa atin. But how?
That is indeed the question. Also, they weren't trading contraband, they were trading documents.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
official
contraband
documents for... yeah, I guess contraband applies to more than just drugs, I guess. My bad.
Contraband din yun.
So,
Anything na illegal, it's a contraband.
Yeah, signed documents, permits for traveling. They're
Illegal
trading them
documents.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be particular. How about pagpanggap tayo na isa tayo sa bibili ng documents? Is it a good idea or marirecognize ba tayo ng contraband gang that we are one of the members of the Aegis? What do you think, Mirai?
We need 9 documents if we're going to go this route. You know, one for each of us so that we can all travel. So, we're faking to get documents. How exactly? We don't exactly have the funds to just purchase them as is. And alternatively, what exactly is your plan exactly?
My plan?
Yes.
I already told you what is the plan. My plan, but we have to ask for all the members' ideas. We have to go back now and ask Tokyo because she is the one to decide in this matter.
Now, can you run by me what your plan was again?
Bibili tayo ng documents, but we don't have any money.
No, they don't. Going back and asking the others for help would be nice, but I'd like to keep this as a secret from them for now, Mirai says. Because, like I said, their safety is very important. If we're gonna try getting these documents, I'd suggest we try finding a way to snag them right now. If possible.
So,
Besides, everyone else is busy doing stuff anyway, and we'd be wasting time if we didn't try doing something now, while everyone else is busy doing their own thing.
do you think we can handle this? Just the two of us?
With my shooting star and your wind god girl, which you still haven't showcased, and you're proud and you're oh so confident with, they may be id-wielders, but they have something that we have something that they don't.
Yeah.
And what might that be? I asked. Me. And I was like, really? And what do you have that those contraband and policemen don't? I've been dealing with id abilities for pretty much my entire life now, and I'm
Teka, kunin ko lang yung this.
It's not Vicks though, isn't it? It's for dealing with the polka dot that happen from your fucking allergies. That's for your allergies, right? Not exactly for getting better inhaling. Oh, the boo boo doo boo. Lol, you keep forgetting about it whenever we play LOL.
Okay. So it's now or never?
Yes. I'm quite familiar with id abilities, and the president's so-called unit special force of id-wielding police officers. I think I might know exactly what their id abilities are. Are you familiar, perhaps, with Carl Jung's theory regarding minds?
No.
Well, I'm referring to this so-called theory of the collective consciousness. I'll spare you the details. Basically, most people are, as the hip children like to call it nowadays, filthy fucking normies. Which is to say, many people have very similar minds. When when a soul still has the potential to gain an id, but aren't exactly unique enough of an individual, rather than gaining an id ability like your Wind God Girl, or My Shooting Star, or even Tokyo's Mohini and Billy's 10,000 Fist, they instead get an ability that I like to refer to as a common id ability. A common id ability is when a person without enough willpower to possess a unique id ability gets it instead. A common id ability is usually far weaker compared to unique id abilities like Mohini or your Wind God Girl. And I am familiar with all of the id abilities, all the common id abilities. No doubt, after going through some rigorous mental and physical training, the president just haphazardly gave them the disc, and as a result, gave them these super weak common id abilities. There's around 4 major types, each of them I've named after the tarot. Since it would take too long to explain every individual id ability that exists, and it would probably be better if we just fought them and I explained as we fought them. We can indeed just go guns a-blazing and steal some documents. Knowing them, that is indeed probably all we're going to have to deal with. So, with that said, are we ready to infiltrate and steal some documents?
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
Wait nga lang, may gagawin lang sa namin.
Fine. what's happening.
Wait lang. Sige na. Okay.
Alright.
So it's now or never.
Yeah. So, are Mirai and Daya gonna go for it?
Yeah.
Alright. So, they head out to the candy shop and stuff, and after scaring the vendor into silence, Mirai and Aya, they just sort of looked at him and he was like, okay, just do what you want. He probably had to deal with the plenty of people staring at him like that before. So he's just decided this is the best way to keep himself alive. He was very easy to scare. So yeah, Mirai and Daya just scour the walls, and it doesn't take long for them to notice a secret entrance just by pushing a shelf. And behind that shit is a staircase leading down, and before they enter, Aya motions for Mirai like this as if telling her to wait. Wait, Mirai. I'm hearing them having a conversation. Looks like they're having an argument of some sort. She can hear. What are you talking about? This wasn't part of the deal. Yeah. I know it isn't. But this is still good, yeah? What do you mean this is good? You think we're some sort of idiots or something? This is just 100 pesos. You think we're gonna let that slide? Oh, I'm sure you will. After all, I'm the one in charge here. Yeah, well, we're the police. If we want, we can turn ourselves into heroes by turning you in right now and get even more money. So what do you have to say to that? Well, I say, if you guys try to do that, I'll kill you. Oh yeah? You wouldn't, you don't have that power. Well, my name, in case you haven't known it yet, I'm a part of the leader. I'm one of the leaders of Contrabidas squad. Specifically, I'm in charge of transportation. And it would really be bad for me if I fail to do my job. My name, by the way, Herculeo. Herculeo Leone. And my id is known as Leo. And if you guys try to do anything funny, I'll smash you with my id. And then suddenly the ground shakes, and you guys hear, the two of you hear a really loud thing. Mirai wasn't able to hear that conversation. That was all Aya, but even Mirai would have been able to feel and hear that shake. Things don't seem to be going very well down there. What do you propose? How should we deal with this? Based on what I was able to hear, it's a pretty small room. A table in the center and a sofa. At the farthest end for someone to sit in. And and during that shake, I was able to hear it. There were exactly 20 papers there, 8.5 by 11 inches. Most likely documents, from what I could hear.
So do you think we need to ransack that thing?
Well, do you think we can sneak past them while they're busy arguing?
Yeah, it's a great opportunity now.
Alright. We sneaking then. How are we going to sneak inside though this shelf here? You know, it's a
Small room.
it would be pretty loud to push that, and yeah, small room as well.
It's Aya's turn. Hindi nila mararamdaman yung wind Aya. Pag ginamit ba ni Aya yung wind niya, makakapasok din siya sa loob. Makukuha niya.
Have you read what Wind God Girl is capable of doing?
Hindi ko pa rin nababasa.
You should really know how to play your characters. I wanna see some big brain plays.
Oo nga eh.
Play like a JoJo. Do some big brain use of your stand-up power.
Flying, di ba?
Yes. Her Wind God Girl takes the form of wings, which she uses to fly.
Natural ability pala ni Aya yun, no?
Don't sleep on wind. It's pretty powerful to be able to control it.
Ay kung yung gagamitin ni Aya yung air niya, para yung mismong documents na ang magpunta sa kanila.
Yup. That's what I'm talking about. While they're busy talking, just have some
Hindi na
breeze.
mapapansin may, ano na pala.
Yep, just have some breeze fall in and stuff.
So that's it.
Alright then. Well, since they're so busy having an argument, stealing these documents should be no problem with my inability. Her wings sprout up and she takes out her fan. I'll handle this. You just make sure no one's watching me, right? Alright, so this shall be a skill roll. Roll for Aya's movement.
Dito ako tapos magpasa. So, for movement. Again, 8 to the 8. Ba itong binuha ko? Bakit may 0?
Those are D10s.
10 to? 13 na itong 20 ko.
Yeah, sure, you can keep the D20. And then I'll roll to see if you get caught.
8 and 3.
Nice.
At na natin.
Wow, what the heck?
13 plus 8 plus 3 plus...
I thought this would be a terrible roll, but this is pretty
1.
good.
25.
At 25, I rolled a 5 plus 6 plus 6 plus 5 plus 3. At 25 as well.
Wow.
Okay, wow, just barely. But that is, a tie counts as a success, according to the game's rules. So yeah. Alright, so Aya using her wind powers, or a soft, gentle breezes in between the layers of the shelf, of the store shelf, barely making all the candy.
Ng winds kasi talagang mabilis.
Yeah, the candy wrappers barely even flinch, which showcases Aya's incredible precision over her ability of controlling the wind. The wind quickly passes through down the stairs and into the thing. Leon and the two police officers are still busy having a heated argument to notice the soft breeze coming from behind them. As that soft breeze breezes to the table where the documents are, and they begin floating. Normally, when paper begins flying around, they usually make noises. Like, example.
Ganon?
Yeah. Here's some wind. Here's some papers I can use as example. They make this kind of noise, but with incredible precision. Aya makes all 20. Well, not
Silent.
20. We just need 9 documents.
Yeah.
So 9 documents is all she takes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, please, thanks. I was gonna fix that up later. She casually, silently breezes out 9 documents, and one by one they begin flowing out, and as if the store shelf was some sort of printer, the documents just begin flying out, and Mirai just casually grabs them and takes them into her backpack. Yeah. Alright. Aya said, I still got it, baby. Alright, that's 9 documents. That's all we needed, right? I could have taken every document if I wanted to, but they probably would have noticed that. Good job, Aya.
Hindi na mapapansin ng na nagkulang na.
Now
Kasi
let's
madami yun eh.
Yep. Now let's get out of here before anyone realizes.
Notice us.
And so Mirai and Aya casually walk away. The store clerk still just having his hands raised the entire time. And Mirai and Aya just wink at him as they go away, just casually. The mission is a success.
Yes.
Mirai and Aya says.
So they're going back to the safety.
Yeah, they're heading out of the airport now. They high-five each other, and they were about to fly off when suddenly, and where do you think you're going? I got, you guys can't see it right now, but I got a gun. 2 of them, in fact. One for each of your tiny little women brains. Now, if you don't want me to shoot, I suggest calmly, slowly, and without any funny movements, turn around. Mira and Aya look at each other. Using Aya's wind powers, she talks by spreading some air towards Mirai's ears to mimic some sounds. The wind sound says, "Oh crap, we've been caught. What do we do?" They noticed some of their documents went missing. A little too late, but they noticed.
Dapat hindi na ganun eh. Change the script direct. We're all good.
What do?
I don't lie.
Alternatively, this is a pretty good cliffhanger. You wanna switch to someone else?
Yeah, cliffhanger na yun. Punta na tayo sa food supplies.
There's like a flash freeze and then commercial break thing.
Yeah.
Choo! Stand stats, Aya, Wind God Girl.
What are
Just
they
like in the
going to
JoJo
do?
commercial
Yeah.
breaks.
What are their plans? Are this the end of them?
Alright, let's see here. I wanna play some more JoJo music. Should be here. Here it is. Meanwhile, the food foragers now, right? The food supply gang, Song and Dedma.
Yeah. Ihilang muna si Mami.
Sure. Let's take a quick break. I have a sing out, by the way. Look at that. It seems like it's already on its way for closing, so that's nice. But damn it. I always seem to have one of them. By the way, Monica's here. Outside the outskirts of Manila, untouched, seemingly untouched by human hands.
Ano si ano?
What happened to you?
Nausog ko si Dedma.
Bruh.
Bubuksan ko lang naman dapat siya. Okay. Basahin ko lang sana yung characters.
Can I narrate?
Okay.
To set the scene, there lies a beautiful forest, rich in wildlife and fruits, seemingly untouched by centuries, by human hands. And it is here where Sung and Dedma are currently going to look for food supplies and stuff.
I-blipin mo muna ano ulit ang ano nila, Sam at Dedma.
The forest is rich with all sorts of plant life and wildlife. Sung and Dedma's abilities? Sung's ability is known as Megami Tensei. His ability allows him to summon demons from the underworld to fight for him and follow his command. Yep,
Then next,
he's got like a bunch of his minions out right now. And we have,
meron siyang soldiers.
yeah, Dedma Biktima, and her id is known as Liar Liar. Its main ability is that it is called Premonitory Corpse Vision. It allows Dedma to see people's deaths 24 hours exactly before their actual deaths. And with that ability, she can prevent the death by figuring out the cause and preventing said cause. According to local legend, this forest is apparently cursed and haunted, which is apparently why the forest has gone untouched for all these years. Rumor has it, some sort of nature deity guards the forest from any humans who would dare. Oops, should have set that to be a little longer. Who would dare set foot. So goes the legend. None knows exactly why, but anytime a human tries to go to that forest, they're usually found running away screaming, sometimes even naked. Afterwards, some say the creatures are, what do you call those yung Philippine folklore na monster na nasa forest? half human, half horse.
Nananggal. Half human, half horse. Tikbalang.
Some say it's the creature that protects the place is a tikbalang, a folklore creature with half human, half horse limbs, with incredible power and a love for nature. Not too dissimilar from a centaur, which is also half human, half horse, or at least so goes the legend. However, despite this, Sung and Dedma are going through the forest and nothing bad has happened to them. Thanks to those legends, not even the government are paying attention to what happens to the forest for some reason. Whatever those legends are, it seems everyone in the Philippines tries to take them as seriously as possible, which Sung and Dedma are more than willing to take advantage of. Dedma's trying to reach for an apple on top of a tree.
Bawal apple sa Pilipinas.
Apparently, like I said, the forest is strange as it's rich with wildlife and plant life. If I can just get that. Do you need help with something, miss? Dedma turns around. Oh, one of Sung's people. Yeah, can you go get that apple and put it in the basket?
Sino yun?
One of Sung's
Brother.
minions. A minotaur.
Very good.
No problem. Then he just casually plucks the apple and drops it down. There are more apples in the tree. Would you like to take them? As well. Would you like me to take them as well, miss? Oh, there's no need. Most of them still haven't fully grown yet, and some of them aren't actually all that fresh and eatable. Just this one apple will do. Thank you. No problem. Always happy to help. By the way, Mr. Minotaur, have you seen Sung? Where is Sung? Sure, he has you guys doing some work, but unless he's doing some work himself, I won't be pleased. I'll definitely tell Amy about that. Oh, he's over there, but he said he doesn't want to be disturbed. Huh? And what exactly would he be doing? He better not be slacking off or something.
Relaxing, chilling. Yung mga minions niya ang gumagawa.
Wait, I really think it's for the best you don't see him right now. And why would that be? She says as she's rummaging through the bushes. Sung, where are you? You better not be slacking off. Finally, she comes across some foliage and notices Sung in the center. His back is turned. There you are. And what do you think you're doing? Oh, Dedma, I thought I told the monsters to give me some privacy. I'm working, I swear. Wait a minute. Just don't come any closer. Wait a minute. What's that in your mouth? He immediately takes out the tiny little stick that's smoking into the ground and immediately squishes it. That was nothing, okay? And his hands are now behind him. No, I know what I saw. You were smoking, weren't you? Didn't Amy tell you not to do that anymore? And besides, we're in a forest. You have no idea how dangerous it is to smoke in here. You could start a forest fire. If there really are guardian deities protecting this forest, they'd be lecturing and freaking beating you up right now for even attempting to smoke. Well, fine, I'll admit I was trying to lit some cigarettes while no one was looking. I thought it was some opportunity. I know Amy told me not to do it anymore, but man, it's hard, you know. And I thought, hey, I still had some cigars left, and this looked like a good opportunity as any to get some smoking out while no one was looking. I'm sorry. I will do some work. I promise. And besides, my minions are guarding the place anyway and stuff. You know. Does Denma have anything to say to Sam?
Please, please, have any a little contribution, not just your minions. You're such a coward guy. Ano ba sa taga-English ang tamad?
Lazy.
Lazy guy.
I'm not. Please, please, please don't tell Amy. I was lighting I was smoking while we were working. She would really hate me if she found out I was still actually smoking.
Okay, I will not sumbong you to Amy, but help me pick some fruits, or better find the pig so that we have a better lunch and dinner later.
Damn it, I knew you were gonna try taking advantage of that. Alright. Well, I already have some Minotaurs going out hunting for fresh game and stuff. I'm pretty strong, but without any actual weapons like guns and stuff, there's not really much I can do apart from picking apples on trees, maybe. I mean, considering your height. Don't make fun. Shut up. I know you're taller than me. The problem is, I'm not actually really good with plant life. And then Dedma, I knew you would say that, which is why I brought this. Ta-da! She takes out a book. It's a book on herbology. You should be able to just use that and reference whenever you find a mushroom or an app or some fruits or whatever. And you'll be fine. Now then, I'm gonna be splitting that cup now. Actually, I need to make sure you don't smoke anymore. Now give them to me. Huh? The book? I thought it's supposed to be... No, you know what I'm talking about. Give it to me. You still have them, don't you? A box of cigars? Fine. Dedma, Sung goes out to pick some fruits, and Dedma is now keeping watch of Sung to make sure he doesn't laze off and try smoking any more packs. So far, it's been mostly peaceful. Hey, so he talks to Dedma while he's looking to see if the mushroom he's seeing is safe to pick or not. So, are those legends regarding this forest actually true? We're going here because of those legends. No one ever goes here, so we can go here without. We can farm for some food here, and no one will ever find us. Do you think those legends are true, Dedma?
I believe so.
Well, if there really are some gods protecting this
Forest.
Sorry ahead of time for almost setting your forest on fire. We're kind of in a tough spot right now. I'm not actually from the Philippines and I don't know this place, but please know we're trying to respect we respect nature and all that crap.
Good to hear that from you, son.
Hey, I can respect nature, you know. Anyway.
Okay, let's focus now on our duties so
Eh.
that bago pa magdilim, we can go back to our camp.
Yep. Anyway, this mushroom looks good enough. Apparently it's used to make some mushroom fillet or something. That's nice. I wonder how the others are doing. Mirai and Aya are having some bullshit happening to them right now.
Yeah. I hope Mirai and Aya are doing well, and also Billy and Panacea, I know they can handle it. And I hope our camp is still safe when we go back.
Yeah, I hope
and of
so.
course, yes, it is safe because Tokyo is there. And Sam said, "Oh my Amy, I hope everything is doing well there in the camp."
That Tokyo girl sure is something. Even though we're having a tough time right now, she managed to give up a speech, and now here we are, all doing our own thing, trying our best still, even despite this dire situation.
Yeah.
She's something special.
I believe in Tokyo. I believe that we are going back to our family safe and sound.
And I'll be going back, and I'll put my faith in her as well. So they continue walking around when suddenly Sang pauses. What happened to you? Why did you pause? Do you hear that? Dedma, he says to Dedma. Dedma tries her best to pay attention to her surroundings and listen, but all she hears are the rustling of leaves. All I'm hearing are the winds blowing. Are you trying to come up with some excuse to slack off? Do you need to pee, perhaps? No. I could have sworn I heard a voice. Listen closely again. It's still just the rustling of winds, but for some reason Dedma couldn't help but believe as if she did indeed hear a voice. And it spoke.
Yeah, we need to
Leave this place. Ah, that's a little creepy. It's probably just the winds messing with us. We'll be fine. Normally, if you said something like that, I would have been fine. I would have believed that. But after knowing about id abilities and that other people have them, I can't help but be suspicious. Especially considering I just felt that happen. Felt what happen? You know the Minotaur that helped you pick an apple once? Yeah? What about him? Well, he's dead. What? Yeah, I felt it just a little while ago, before the voice happened. By Minotaur. Someone killed him. He's dead now. I have no idea how, or what, or why. But, someone attacked my minion. My Minotaur. I still have a few other monsters, but I'm ordering them to come back to us and regroup as quickly as possible. I'm pretty sure there's an enemy on the loose. Dedma. We need to keep safe. You better not just be trying to scare me. I swear I'm not. Suddenly, they hear rustling, and a cow suddenly jumps out and scares Sung and Dedma. Like a jump scare, they go, "Ah!" As the cow runs, scared, as if running for its life. That was just a cow.
What is that?
That was undignified of me.
I think, Sam, we need to get out of this forest now, immediately.
Yep, it doesn't seem like that cow is running away from some sort of predator. So whatever it's running away from, it isn't another animal.
My feelings now is not good.
My
hunch is not good. I think there is something over there.
My minions are coming back as fast as they can. And actually, wait. Another one of my minions just died. Don't freak out. How can I not freak out? That's 2 out of the 5 minions you summoned dead now. I know, but some of them, if at the very least one of them comes back, then we might have a chance. For now, we just need to stay here and wait for them to get here. Because if we make any sudden moves, who knows what might happen. Can Sang make an agility check for me?
Okay. Ako mag-roll.
Yes.
Yan yung agility. 3. 1d8. 48. Uy, 15 and 2, 17.
What did you roll?
17.
A 17, huh? Nice. Alright. Suddenly, Sung hears something flying towards him, and he screams and dodges it just in time. It was a very thorny vine just flew past Sung, threatening to stab the back of his head. He was able to dodge it just in time, and the vine that was flying tore through a tree branch like it was just paper, and the tree fell, cut off entirely from the bottom. Okay, I take it back. We shouldn't stay still and wait. We should get moving.
Yeah.
With that, Deadman's like, yeah, point taken. I saw just in time a little while ago your dead body, and I couldn't warn you beforehand about it. Thank God you were able to dodge it. Well, that's not good. Yeah, we run. Yep, we run. With that, the two of them begin running.
Paano yung dala
Minions!
nila? Yung mga nakuha nila, dala pa rin nila.
Yeah. Minions, we're retreating! Come back to me! We're all evacuating this forest. It's not safe here anymore. And as they're running away, the winds rustle ever so much more strongly. Once again, leave this place. They can hear the voice so much more clearly now. It sounds like the voice of a beautiful woman, but her voice is filled to the brim with anger and hatred. This place does not need you.
Does not belong to you, the humans.
We're sorry. If you couldn't tell, we're already trying to run away. Leave. Anyway, Sang and Dedma, another agility check.
1d8 again.
I'll roll for Dedma.
Yeah.
Agility is 5. Nice.
Ako, di ba 1d8 ulit? Ba yun lang naman kanina, agility?
Yeah.
1d8.
I believe so. I rolled a 27.
Wow, bagsak. 9 only.
A 9.
At least sila, wala naman sila masyadong nakalaban na ano. Just
Alright.
a spirit.
They're running away now. What do you mean, just a spirit? I'd argue that's even worse than fighting a normal human with superpowers. Something supernatural? What the fuck? Anyway, as they're trying to run away, suddenly vines show up and threaten to block their path. They barely manage to skid themselves to a halt. This way instead. And they turn, and as they're trying to run away, more and more vines and stuff are threatening to get them and stuff. A vine catches Denma's hand and she gets stuck. That! Ow! Liar, liar! She cuts the vine with her scythe and continues running. Prickles and stuff, all sorts of shit in her hand now from the thorny vines. Meanwhile, suddenly they hear some sort of shit as if things were being fired, like gunshots. And it came straight ahead of them. What the heck was that noise? And suddenly, a bunch of thorns begin flying towards them. A whole bunch of them. Holy shit, some thorns are coming our way. Dedma blocks it using her liar, liar. Some, however, doesn't have that privilege. And some of the things, he was barely able to cover his face from any incoming shit, but now his arms and his body are prickled to the brim with thorns and stuff. Oh, holy shit! What the heck? Where are these thorns? Don't touch them any further! Those were poisonous! Ah, shit, I got venom inside my body now. That would explain why I'm getting dizzy. When I said leave, I meant die, filthy humans! Oh, well, isn't that good to know? Oh, by the way, the 3 remaining monsters I had, it appears they faced some perils as well while trying to get to us. Which is to say, they're all dead now as well, aren't they? Yup, they sure are. They keep running some more shit, dodging and stuff, until suddenly they skid to a halt, as Deadma tells them, tells Sam to stop. Sam, wait! They both stop. This is bad, Deadma says, and with a snap of her fingers, Deadma reveals to Sung the premonitions she was able to see, littered all around them, dead bodies, all of which are either Sung or Deadma, and they're killed in all sorts of prickly, thorny, plant-like ways. What the heck? What could have caused us to die all sorts of terrible ways, and why are they all showing up at the same time for you? I don't know, but whatever it is, whatever's been attacking us so far, they really want us dead. I don't think our chances of escaping are very slim. You frickin' coward! Why don't you frickin' show yourself already? And stop attacking us like a filthy coward with these stupid vines and shit.
Stop it. We need to say sorry, I think, to the Mother Earth, to the Mother Forest. Because I don't think that she will stop doing this stuff until we die.
Yeah, what did we do to aggravate you? Oh, spirit of this forest?
What do you want from us? If we're begging you, spare our life. Our team is in the difficult times now, and they need us. They need this food, so please try to understand us.
Thieves. The wind speaks once again. Nothing but thieves. That's all you humans are. Thieves of nature. Abusing it and using it for your own gains.
No, please try to understand us and listen to us first. If everything that our group is facing now will come to end, we're going back here, and all the members, I promise you, we're gonna tanim more seeds so that this forest will have more fruits to bear. That is a promise. So please spare our life.
Filthy humans who claim to be smarter than the plants and animals that they kill without remorse. You are trapped in a problem of your own making. It is not of the forest concern what sort of weird politics or criminal undergoings you filthy humans are undergoing. It is your problem. It is not of the forest. Leave and take back and bring back what you stole. Or else you will find yourselves unable to leave this place.
Okay, if that is what you want, we were going to leave this forest without anything na dadalhin namin. Is that okay?
You have already plucked those mushrooms and apples, not to mention, you cannot bring back the dead animals which you have already killed, haven't you? I believe it is too late for takebacks. Revenge. Revenge is what I'm after. And if it's revenge I want, I would love nothing more than to get than to feel the pleasure myself. Sung and Dedma look around to find that they've been trapped now by walls of vines. They're trapped in a tiny little arena now. Yeah. And something begins sprouting from beneath their feet. Denma and Sung step away and stuff as this weird outgrowth starts growing incredibly quick. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the so-called protector, guardian deity of this forest. You may refer to me as a large flower blooms. It's super large, like 2 meters in height, and not to mention it's very beautiful. The flower begins shaking and it blooms, revealing the beautiful bud inside it. A lady in figure. You may call me Virgo, the harbinger of your deaths for punishment, as punishment. Anyway, Virgo's revealed herself now. Now that I've taken quite a good look at you two, I would say, not bad for humans. You two look quite majestic. Do you guys have anything to say to that?
They're both scared, kaya wala silang masabi. Kasi na-amaze sila sa itsura nung...
Quite speechless, eh? Well, you wouldn't be the first one. Anyone who's ever stumbled upon my form are rendered quite speechless as well. And I would say it's understandable. I am, after all, the most majestic and beautiful plant to ever exist.
Maganda siya pero ma-thorns. Kasi
Yep,
nga, ano siya,
like a rose. Beautiful, but with thorns.
Yeah.
Anyway, speak up. Don't worry, I won't attack you mid-talk. Let's have a conversation first, shall we? You'll find I'm quite reasonable. I've lived for 500 years, and I know how to speak your human language.
We're here, like what I've said, we're here to get some foods because we don't have any resources to buy any in the market. And we don't eat for at least 2 days now, and we're all gonna die in hunger. So please bear with us. Please try to understand us. This is the only way that we can see that we're gonna save lives.
Ah, yes. The circle of life, I'm all too aware of it. You guys are foraging so that you can eat and continue living. Such is the circle of life. The cows eat the plants. The humans eat the cows. The humans die. They turn into the plants which the cow eats. And the cycle repeats. You guys are simply doing what any living creature does to survive. It's quite understandable, really. Killing for meat so you can later cook it and continue your pathetic, miserable lives and short lives. Yeah, so if you understand and you know what we're doing is completely normal and natural, then that means you'll let us through, right? Yeah, we know about the circle of life and we respect nature. I swear, we'll find a way to pay you back soon. Oh, Virgo was your name. Yes, Dedma says. We'll plant some seeds and and we'll tell everyone of your beauty and how this place should be protected. Actually, scratch just this place. All of nature. They're, after all, beautiful and necessary for life. I mean, you and everyone else, they create oxygen, and We breathe oxygen and we need that to live. So, will you please let us through? If you still want, we're more than willing to part with some of the fruits we've gathered, at least. Virgo listens and begins pondering. Let me think. No,
Continue.
I think not.
Continue na natin.
Yeah, sure, hold on. I'll get to the point.
Yeah.
You see, now that I've gotten a better look at your faces, your names wouldn't happen to be Sung and Dedma, would it?
Yes. How did you find out our names?
I see. Well, then in that case, this is more than just revenge for nature. This is revenge for my comrades as well now. You are the ones who killed the gay lovers. I believe their ids were known as Hari ng Tondo and Sirena. You killed them. Wait, you mean to tell me you're a member of Contrabida? Yes, they have vowed to protect the nature, and I have sworn my allegiance to them because I trust them. And now I shall have my revenge. To be continued, I guess.
Niluluto pa ako. Kainin mo kaya yung ulam ng mga tera-tera?
Ano bang ulam?
Ito na sa swimming pa. Yung yempo, tsaka kaldereta. Nagugutom na sa mga.
Great. Just like your fantasy, there is no crime in ideality. Marks, the marks, can't you understand me? I'm not mine and I'm not yours. This could end right here if you don't let it out. Let it out. Give up or give me your all. Tell me now. Tell me now. Right. Look forward to next week.